Hey everyone, Corey here, and welcome to Getting Bigger on YouTube. Now, I've already made this video, and I actually worked really hard on it and made it into separate parts and showed you what I was talking about, and I realized that it was just a mess and it was jumble. So what I'm going to do is I wrote it all down in Notepad, and I'll link this in this video so you can read it later if you need to. But I'm just going to talk to you guys about it, and I'll try to include links to stuff I'm talking about as well. But that's about it. So you're not going to get video or any visual effects of anything. You're just going to hear me listen to it, because it's really simple to get big on YouTube, and what I have to say is just going to help you out. So let's get started. Part 1 is about getting started. You're going to need hardware and you're going to need software. To record your gameplay, you're going to need a Hauppauge HD PVR. It is $200, and yes, that is pretty expensive, but it's going to be worth it. And if you're thinking, well, I can't afford that, well, then maybe you should do PC gaming. And the reason why is because you can actually get stuff to record your PC games for free. So that's your choice. If you're going to record on a console, you need a Hauppauge HD PVR or a capture device that is better, being a Blackmagic or stuff. But I would just recommend the PVR because it works on everything, and it's only $200. Now, a good mic is a Blue Yeti, Blue Snowball, or Turtlebeach headset. I would not recommend the Blue Yeti. I'm actually using it right now, and it picks up everything. It's actually really bad. And just so you guys know, making videos is going to cost quite a bit of money. For example, the Hauppauge HD PVR is $200. If you don't have an HD TV, you're going to need to be able to buy one to buy them. But I want you all to know that it will pay off in the end. The first year when I made videos, I made $700 off making videos my first year, and my second year I made $38,000. And I'm still making money now, and you know, it's going to be worth it. So it's worth the investment, but it's going to need your time and dedication to actually make it pay off. The other stuff is you're going to need software. Now, actually go back to mic. You don't have to buy a really expensive mic. As long as the mic is good and doesn't pick up a lot of stuff and doesn't have a lot of background noise, it'll be fine. Just do not use your laptop mic, because that is terrible. But anything else should be fine. Just listen to it, and if it is, you could probably get one for 20 bucks. Just, you want a really good mic. The main point about a video, as long as your quality is HD and your mic quality is good, you're going to get viewers just because of that. So moving on to software, you're going to be using the Hauppauge HD PVR software. You're going to want to crank the quality up the highest way possible. There are tutorials on how to do this, so if you don't know how to do anything, I'm going to assume that you do, and if not, just YouTube it. There's videos on everything, how to edit your videos, how to upload videos, how to do all that, and I'm just going to go over the basis. Next is Fraps. Like I said, you can get Fraps for free. It's actually going to be illegal if you get it for free, because it is a paid thing. So you can either pay for it, I'm not exactly sure how much it is, or you can get it for free, a cracked version. I'm not going to tell you that you should, because that's bad, but you know, it's really expensive, and if you can't afford that, well, what can you do, you know? So Fraps would record your PC, and then you could actually throw it into Windows Movie Maker, because I believe Fraps, well, at least for me, Fraps messes up on my Sony Vegas, and then you can go from there and just make your videos. Next, you're going to need Sony Vegas. You don't need Sony Vegas. You could use Windows Movie Maker, which comes on PCs, but Sony Vegas is amazing. It's awesome, and there's a lot that you can do with it, and it's just a lot better. It is really expensive, and I would advise you to, you know, do what you have to do. You can get it for free. There are YouTube videos to get it for free, so if that's the route you want to take, you can. Other softwares you might want are Photoshop, After Effects, Cinema 4D, and Illustrator. All those are going to be for like people that like make graphics. I said like graphics, yeah, graphics. So if you want to be a graphics person, you can do that. Next is about creating your name. You want to go to the website http namechk.com to find names that are not taken. Think of a name. You want to try to avoid numbers. You want to try to avoid random letters that are in there. You want to try to find a catchy name, something that's going to be easily to remember. The reason why is if your name's like Jabba, I'm not going to be able to spell that, and I'm never going to be able to come back to your channel because I'm never going to be able to spell it. So you want to, you know, keep your channel name simple, catchy, something people can remember, and something people can spell, because if they can't spell it, they can't find you. Once you come up with a name, check it on namechk.com. Make sure it's not taken on Twitter, YouTube, and Skype. Well, actually, Skype won't be on there. But then when you're done, you want to make it on Twitter, YouTube, and Skype. You want to make that all of those. Next is GFX. You're going to want to get a background guy. There's so many people out there that are really good at graphics, and they charge nothing. So what you want to do is, me personally, I would go into YouTube search, type in GFX, change the day, change the filter to upload it today or this week, and go through all the videos. Find someone you like. You want to avoid someone that charges money for graphics. You can find someone that does it just as good for free. and then just message them, be like, hey, I'm new on YouTube and I need a YouTube background. I was wondering if you would want to be my personal GFX guy. I would come to you, I would need a YouTube background, a YouTube display, a Twitter background, and a Twitter display, and maybe even a Skype logo if you want to ask them for that. And in return, you would put a link to them in your description, in your links on your YouTube channel, and you also box them. Most likely, if they're, if they're a small channel, they're like, yeah, they'll jump at it, they'll make you a background. The point is, right now, you're just starting out. You don't need the best background in the world. You just need a background that looks awesome. So add them on Skype, work with them, and there you go, you get a GFX guy. Now you're going to want an intro guy, and the reason why, most likely, people like watching intros. They like something that's going to remember them. As soon as they see it, you're like, it gets them excited. Because the intro is going to let them know that they're watching your video, and they're going to remember it, especially if it's something catchy with a cool song or cool words in it. They're going to be like, they're going to remember it, they're going to like it. And yeah, so your GFX guy might not be able to make an intro. So find an intro guy. What I do is I type in intro GFX or GFX intro into the search instead of just GFX. And I do the same thing, and then just message him, like, I was wondering if you can make me a free intro, and in return I would put a link to you in my links on my YouTube channel, and I would also put a link to you in the description on every video that uses your intro. You don't have to do that, you don't have to say that to him, but I would, because intros do take time, hours, days even, depending on how slow their computer is, and it would just help them out. It would get them more exposure, and most likely they realize that, and they're new, and they're probably new. Again, avoid someone that's going to charge you $1 billion or any money, actually, because someone can do it for free for you, and then just do that. And if you're watching this video and you can make GFX and you can make an intro, leave a comment below so someone can find you and have you upload stuff, make stuff, sorry. Alright, next is about creating your first video. So you want to choose a video that is kind of short, and if you don't know how to use Sony Vegas, look on the internet. I made a tutorial a long time ago on a different channel. You might even find that, who knows. But you want to put on your intro, and you want to put on your video, and then you want to do a commentary. You kind of want to keep the gameplay short, but you want it to be awesome. Maybe if you play Modern Warfare 3, you could choose Infected gameplay. Infected is actually pretty fun to watch. You could beast mode with it, and it's pretty short. And the reason why you want to keep it short is so you can actually just... The main video is about introducing yourself. But like, hey, my name is yada yada. I made my channel for... Just talk about yourself in the first video. Let people know who you are, how old you are if you want to tell them that, what your name is, anything that you want to tell them. And then let them know about what you're going to do on your channel. Like, let them know what they should be looking forward to if they subscribe, why they should subscribe, stuff like that. Once you finish your video and you've and you rendered it out in the highest quality possible and the greatest quality possible, you want to start uploading it. Now, before you upload, you want to make a notepad, and the notepad should be your previous video, and then dash, and then link to your previous video. Now, obviously, this is your first video, so you want to put that on your first one. But then you want to put a link to your Twitter. So Twitter space dash space the link to your Twitter. Again, use the HTTP. I think it's semicolon or colon. Semicolon / that's going to make an actual clickable link. If you fail to do that, they won't be able to click it, and it's going to frustrate them, and they will never go to your Twitter if they have, well, they might, but you want to make it a link so they can just click it and it'll take them to that. And then you want to return and then put in the game name, so whatever, for example, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and then the title of the video. Real quick, I'm going to throw this in here. For example, if it has an acronym, you want to put it, so Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. After you finish that, you want to put parentheses COD MW3. That way, if they type in just COD MW3, it'll still come up for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. And then also maybe your things Team Deathmatch, there's a space, Death Match, and then put TDM. Make sure you spell stuff correctly. Do not spell it wrong, because it will be, if someone searches for it, they won't find it. Now for your hit return, put in your description. Your first video description should be like a letter, like, hey everyone, pretty much say what you said in your video in your description. That way people can read it, maybe people like reading it and stuff like that. And then you want to return that and put tags. Now your first tag is gonna be your channel name, and that way when anyone searches your channel name, as long as your tag was, there, that video has the possibility to show up. Then you want to do the game name, and again, make sure you use the acronyms in the game name. So also it would be, as you can see, I use commas. So for example, mine would be CoreyMLG and then comma and then Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Okay, but instead of leaving it like that, put a parenthesis after Call of Duty, because there's more than one type of Call of Duty, and then put a parenthesis is that a parenthesis? I don't know, I keep saying parentheses. Put a comma, sorry, comma after Modern Warfare 3, and then do the acronym, so COD, comma, MW3, comma, and then whatever else. Add a lot. It will also suggest you one, so click those because those are ones that people look up. Now, once your video is uploaded, you have a short amount of time to add an annotation. So you want to add an annotation. It's really simple. Just go to annotations, make a note, and then put capital subscribe, subscribe with an exclamation point, and then drag it to the bottom. Then make sure that you change the time from 000 to, you can change the hour to 1, and or however long your video is. You can put in the entire thing, or you can just put 1 and it'll take it the whole way to the end. Then just make sure you you shorten it so it's like the smallest it can possibly be, and then drag it to the bottom right. That way if anyone sees that, they're like, okay, I'll subscribe, click, and it'll bring up to a new page. And yeah, or if you want, you don't have to put it at the beginning of the video. You could probably put it at the end, like 30 seconds at the end of your video. That's up to you. Then once you upload your video, you want to share it with your friends, your family, your Twitter followers, your Xbox friends, your Facebook friends, your PS3 friends, etc. Share this video. You want to try to get this video up to 100 views as fast as possible. That 100 views is your like your mile, and yeah, so you want to try to do that as possible. Also, keep track of your video views, of what days you hit. Me personally, I like adding it on my channel when you fill out your description and stuff, which, you know, I'm not going to tell you what to put in your channel description, but you could also put like, oh, I've reached 100 views at this, I reached 1,000 views at this, or something like that. Me personally, I like doing that. I don't know. That's up to you. Next is analytics. Analytics is the most important part of your YouTube channel. It lets you know everything. When you go into analytics, you want to change it to this month. So do this as soon as you upload your video, let you know, and then bring up a notepad, and then actually, you know, name the notepad whatever the month it is, whatever month you make your video, like video views of February. Today's February, yeah, February 2012, and then actually write down all the days. So let's do an example so you guys know what I'm talking about. For example, it would be 1/1/12. Okay, that would be the first day. Obviously, you didn't make a channel, so you do space dash 0, and then the next time you would do 1/2/12 dash 0, and then once you do that, do it. And then when you're at the bottom, total it up, write a total, and then do your total. The cool thing is YouTube will do your total, and what you want to do is you actually want to highlight over the graph. You'll see it when you go there. Just click your views and then it'll pop up, and then you can highlight over each day and write that down in Notepad. Yes, it's on your Google Analytics, but you wanted it on Notepad so you can just pop up the Notepad and be like, alright, on the 7th I got this many views, on the 8th I got this many views, on the 9th I got this many views, and the Google Analytics will come in handy later. So now that you've done that, you want to try to upload, once your first, you don't want to upload another video until your first video has hit 100 views, and you want to try to keep that that threshold. It sounds like such a dirty word, threshold. But anyhow, you want to keep that threshold going. So don't upload a new video until your previous one got 100. Don't tell your subs that that's what you're doing. Just do that. That way, you know, 100 people is a good amount. I mean, 100 people is a lot of people. Now, granted, I know you guys are probably like, yeah, but bigger YouTubers get like 1 million views. And yeah, and that is a shit ton of people. But 100 people is a lot. I can't even think of 100 people off the top of my head. So the fact that you're getting views of 100 people is awesome. But just keep track of that and write it down in that, and then you can even do an average if you want, if you're mathematically inclined, and just take the total divided by however many days you calculated for. Obviously, that's how you get a total. I mean, an average, and then you can actually base your averages on the months. Anyhow, moving on. So once you know, by this time you probably uploaded at least, hopefully, 2 videos. Once you've uploaded 2 videos, you want to contact a community channel. Now, I am working on a database. It's CoreyMLG.tumblr.com/community channel database. I know that's pretty long. I'm sorry. I probably should have made it shorter, but not a big deal. So, community channel database. What this is it's going to have a list of all the community channels, not all of them obviously, but a lot of community channels so you can find one. And the reason why is because community channels can change your channel super fast. If you get a video up to a community channel that averages 1,000 video views, your video is going to get 1,000 views. That's 1,000 people that are going to see your video and may come subscribe. So you could go from 5-10 subscribers to getting on a community channel to getting maybe 200 just by a good community channel. Now, you want to try to avoid a community channel that makes you do a lot of things. For example, I've seen a lot of them, and they're even on the database. I'm not going to wean them out, but they're on the database, and they want you to upload their intro to your channel, upload like their featured video, favorite their featured video, put them in your sub box. I don't even know. They want you to do like a million things, and you want to avoid those those channels because they actually don't care about you. They only care about their sub count and their view count, and you want to kind of avoid them. Yes, they could help you out, but for the first one, like, don't choose that one as your first one. Don't choose that one as your second one. Try to find other ones. There are other community channels that don't require that. They'll just be like, hey, submit your video, click, or they'll ask you your name and stuff like that, or what the clip is about, and you can fill those out. But just try to avoid ones that are like, hey, you should upload our intro and do this and that and that and this, and avoid them. They only care about themselves. You'll see that that they only care about themselves. And granted, I understand that you uploading their stuff is going to help them out, but it should be optional. And also, if it's optional, it's going to go a long way because they're going to gain better subs from people that optionally upload that stuff to their channel, or optionally put them in their sub box and stuff like that. So you want to try to find 3 community channels. Again, upload on your channel regularly, and then try to find 3 community channels. This views, as long as you don't want to upload a channel that gets less than 100 views. You don't want to find a channel that gets less views than you do. That is pointless. Avoid them. A good amount of views would be maybe videos that average out 500 or 1,000 or even 2,000. So stay in that range. Again, try to avoid the people that make you do everything to get on their channel. That's not cool. It's a waste of your time, and it's not going to help you out in the long run. It's actually going to help them out more than it's going to help you out. So try to avoid that. Next is networking. So hopefully you've been on 3 community channels. Again, these are parts, but try to space them out weeks or at least a couple days when you realize. Don't just try to do this all in one day. Obviously, you're going to fail. Don't upload 2 videos in one day. Don't contact 3 community channels in one day. You know, just space it out over a week or 2. But next is networking. So hopefully you found a friend or someone that's close to the same amount of subs as you. Maybe he was on the community channel you're on. You can work together. Message him and be like, hey, would you like to network? And what networking is it's you are experiencing, you guys are related kind of in what you do, so you like share. I'm trying to put this in it's really simple to say. You help each other grow. Let's go with that. You help each other grow. Ways to network with each other is putting each other in your sub boxes. So he or she would put you in their sub box, and then in return you would put he or she in your sub box, and that way when people subscribe to you, they have an option of subscribing to them, growing your channel and their channel. Another thing is you could put a link in your video, be like, hey, check out friends, or check out my friends, or my friends make YouTube videos, or stuff like that, or something. You can figure out what to put in the description, and then you could put a link to their channel in your video descriptions, and they would do the same for you. That way, if people see it, you have a chance of getting subs to them, and they have a chance of getting subs to you, and you're just going to help each other grow. So hopefully you've been able to network. We're on part 11 now, which is finding more community channels. Now you want to try to find 5. You might even want to leave some of the ones that, you know, maybe you have all the subs on the community channel is on your channel already, and you don't really need them, or maybe you just don't like how they do things. Maybe they don't upload your videos. Maybe you didn't get as much video views as you thought you would from them, or stuff like that. You can leave them, that's fine, but be nice. Let them know, be like, hey, I plan on leaving you. It's not anything against you or something. Do that whole thing. It's not you, it's me. Just, you know, your channel hasn't helped you out as much as I would hope it is. I hope there's no hard feelings. Hopefully we can work together in the future or something. But just let them know that you're done. Because what happens when you get on a community, a good community channel wants you to be active. So they will be like, hey, you know, do you have any more videos for our channel, or stuff like that? You know, your previous videos got this. And that's if it's a good community channel. Most likely the lower community channel is just going to be like, oh, well, I'll upload your video, yeah. And then they forget about you, and they're like, wait, who are you? Be like, well, I already have 2 videos on your channel. My name is John, My name's not John, it's just a name I use, I don't know. But yeah, so you don't want to go more than 5, so maybe leave 1 or 2 of the other ones you had from 3. So before it was 3 and now it's 5, because you're going to want to be active on these channels. And now the reason why you can find more community channels is you can actually maybe put your videos on the ones that you weren't able to before. Maybe they had a requirement of how many views you had. Maybe they, because some channels, there's no point in adding a person that has 100 views to a channel that gets like 10,000, because how a community channel works is they help you, but you help them as well. Give and take. So try to find 5 community channels. Maybe the 3 ones that you want to were awesome and you're still getting a lot of views and stuff like that and exposure. So maybe stay with them. But I would say no more than 5. 5 is good. Next, collabing or collaboration or collab. What this is you would find someone, maybe the person you were networking with, or maybe you found someone else on your community channel, and you want to work together, and you want to gain each other more views. So what you would do is you would talk, and maybe your friends on Skype or something, and you're like, hey, let's do a dual comm. So a dual comm is where you guys do a dual comm over, for example, it would be on your channel, it would be his gameplay on your channel, and you guys talk. Dual comms are really awkward, so hopefully you guys are close enough friends to do that. If it is awkward and listen to the commentary before you upload it. If it's bad, redo it. Dual comms can be really awkward. I don't know what it is about dual comms, but you don't know what to say. You don't know how to talk to each other, and yeah. So and then try to, if you do a dual comm with him with his gameplay on your channel, and then do a dual comm with him with your gameplay on his channel. That way you both benefit. Or what you could do is avoid the awkward dual comm and just upload a video of his to your channel, and then you upload a video of yours to his channel, and that will help you out as well. His subs will see you, maybe come subscribe. Your subs will see him, maybe go subscribe to him, and you took 10, maybe we'll just say you had 10 subscribers. Hopefully you have a lot more than that, but we said 10, and you just made 15. Now granted, 10 is 20, but most likely only half of them is going to come. But still, that's a lot. You both went from 10 to now 15 because you work together and you're friends and you're in each other's sub boxes and stuff like that. So it's going to work out. Next, part 13 is probably the most important part that you want to care about, and that's partnership. I know you want a partnership. I know you're thinking it. As soon as I started making this video, you're only watching this video because you want to get partnership, and that's fine. Being paid for what you do is amazing, especially if you're younger. I mean, I wish I could do this when I was 17. My whole life would be different. I am 22, and this is my job, and I make a living off of this, and it's awesome. And the sooner you get to do it, the better, and it's just amazing. So getting a partnership goes back to Google Analytics. You want to make sure that you're getting at least 1,000 video views a day. So go in your notepad, yes, bring it up. Hopefully you've been keeping track of it. You better have been. If not, you should, because you probably haven't even made a video yet because you're watching this video. So make sure you keep track of it, because on part 13 you'll want to open it up. So if you have more than 1,000 video views, you can contact TGN. TGN.TV has this thing where they'll partner your channel. Now, the reason why I would advise TGN is because I've never been partnered by them, but I know people that have been, and they say they're pretty good. And also on their websites, it says that you can get paid a lot. Most networks will pay you like $2 to $2.50. TGN says they could pay you more than that, which that's more money. So obviously you would want that. So TGN does partner pretty much everyone that has 1,000 video views or more, and that's the only downside to them. They go like ham crazy on partnership, but it doesn't matter, because what partnership does is then you will be paid for the videos on your channel. You'll put ads on them. People watch your videos on your channel. Everything you've done on your channel will actually pay off, and then you will be paid for the video views on your channel. Now, again, it is 1,000 video views a day. So check the most recent 30 days. They tell you to check Social Blade. Do not listen to that. They're going to go off Social Blade, but Social Blade is wrong. I've checked it. Social Blade is not the same as Google Analytics. And obviously you would want to trust the statistics that are actually on the website than the statistics on an outside website. So don't worry about Social Blade. Just check your Google Analytics. You have it in a notepad, and if they don't believe you, be like, look, my Google Analytics say I make this. But there are times where Google Analytics will be more than Social Blade, and there's times it'll be less. So it's always wrong. It's never correct. So just go with the YouTube Analytics I think I've been saying Google, but it's on, just go with the analytics on YouTube to find out your video views, and then send them a message, and then you'll probably get partnership. And then the last part is about growing. Just because you got partnership does not mean you're done. You want to be able to find more community channels, you want to find more people to network with, and maybe even do more collabs. You don't want to do too many collabs, but you know, maybe once a month you could do a collab with someone or work together, stuff like that. And you want to just keep improving, you know, find more new GFX people, make a new background, keep your stuff fresh. A new background monthly would be cool, or something like that, and grow your channel, make new friends, work with them. You always want to continue to grow, because at one time, if you stop growing, you will be left behind, and it will hurt you, which I've done. You know, I was on Machinima on my GameViz account, and I stopped uploading to them, which would quote unquote be my community channel, and you know, my views have dropped because of it. So you want to do that. Hopefully that's pretty much it, guys. It's really simple. Get a GFX guy, find some community channels, work with other YouTubers to get bigger, and then get partnership from TGN. Now, just so you guys know, TGN, you can go up from them. I'm not sure how much TGN pays, but I do know how much IGN pays, because they pay me on this channel, and IGN is pretty good. However, they require 100,000 video views a month, so if you're going to question that into days, that is about 3,000 to 4,000. But TGN does have a payout of $1,000, so that's kind of expensive to actually get paid out, whereas TGN will pay you out, I'm not exactly sure when, but TGN is your best bet for now. Let's just go with that. And if you have any questions, you can leave a comment below, or you can send me a message. I'll try to get back to you. If I don't get mad at me. It's just I'm probably getting a lot of messages of people asking, because this video, hopefully this video was descriptive enough. Again, this will all be in the description of the video, hopefully, or a link to it all in the description of the video. And if you do have any questions, I will try to help you out. But that's pretty much it. Get a Hauppauge HD PVR, create a channel, make friends, get graphics from people, support, you know, help out other people, find community channels, post to their channel quite often, make new friends, do networking with them, collab with them, find more community channels. You can always switch out community channels. I wouldn't say go more with 5, but you could leave and then join other ones, and just keep going up and up and up and up and up. And soon you will hopefully be a big YouTube commentator, and you can remember me and be like, hey Corey, I remembered a long time ago, 6 months ago, when you made a video about how to grow your YouTube channel, and I followed it, and because of it, I've just made $10,000, and here's $1,000. That'd be nice. So if you made $10,000 because of my video, maybe you could throw some money my way, because that'd be awesome. Just saying. You don't have to, but I'm just saying. I'm gonna go now, guys. Hopefully this video helped you out, and take care. Enjoy your awesome channel, and work hard, soldier, work hard.